He was dark-haired as his mother, and promised to be like her in mood also, for he was not merry and spoke little, though he learned to speak early and seemed older than his years. Turin was slow to forget injustice or mockery, but the fire of his father was also in him, and he could be sudden and fierce, yet he was quick to pity, and the hurts or sadness of living things might move him to tears. Welcome to Tales of Arda, where we discuss and explore Middle-earth. In this video we talk about the Edain after the Dag of Bragollach. We will summarize the events concerning Beren, Turin and Tur, as they are all Edain, but their stories are too long to recall in this one video. After the Dag of Bragollach, Barahir was the leader of the House of Beor, Howe was the leader of the House of Haleth, and Galdor was the leader of the House of Hador. But let's start with the first house of the Edain, the House of Beor. After the death of Angrod and Egnor, Dorthonion was left defenseless. But Barahir was still fought in the land that was now under the control of Sauron, the greatest servant of Morgoth. Barahir and his band of outlaws, which included his son Beren, his nephews Baragund and Belegund, and 9 close and loyal kinsmen, Lathuin, Daruin, Dagnir, Ragnar, Gildor, Gorlim, Arthad, Uthel, and Haladil. Gorlim was tricked by Sauron into betraying the group, and they were all killed save one, Beren. Beren would leave Dorthonion and would come to Doriath, where he would meet and fall in love with Lúthien, but that tale is told in another of our videos. During this time, both Hurin and his brother Hur became the first mortal men to see Gondolin, and they stayed there for a while. Soon after the devastation of the Nirnaeth Arenoidiad, the houses of the Edain were no more. In this battle, Hur, Haldir of Brethil, and his brother Hundor were slain. For more video on this battle and the other participants of this, please see our other video. During this battle, Hurin was captured as he stood last of his people and helped keep Gondolin a secret. The Nirnaeth Arenoidiad ended terribly. The sons of Fëanor were completely overrun. The remaining elves from Hithlum fled to Gondolin, and the lands of Dor Lomond were assailed by Easterlings, who enslaved the remnants of the House of Hador. It is at this time that Morwen, wife of Hurin, sent her only son, Turin, to Doriath for safekeeping. Turin would later become a legendary warrior and fight in the Battle of Tumhalad and the sack of Nargothrond. Unfortunately, when Hurin was captured, Morgoth cursed his family, and this would ultimately lead to Turin's death by his own sword. But before that, Turin came to Brethil, and for a time lived with the House of Haleth and their leader Brandir. But the curse was still upon Turin, and Glaurung came into Brethil. Turin slew the dragon, but Brandir was killed, and the House of Haleth were decimated, and the remaining folk fled south. More on Turin will be in another video. Not long after, Tur, the younger cousin of Turin, arrived in Nevrath, and was given a quest by Ulmo himself. He would meet an elf called Voronwr, who would be the only elf to have survived attempting to sail to Valinor. Voronwr would guide Tur to Gondolin. Along the way, they would meet Turin, though neither Tur or Turin recognized each other. In the next video, we will speak a little of the fall of Gondolin and the War of Wrath. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe,